How about that little bit of trickery? I fat fingered the controls,
Are your fingers
or
fat?
fat moused or whatever.
Hi, happy Thanksgiving. Please like, share, subscribe to our channel. And welcome to Monday Nights in the Studio with Tom and Heather.
Yeah, it was my line.
I know. I'm sorry.
You walked down my line.
I'm thankful that you allowed me to do that.
Oh, tonight's all about being thankful.
Thankful.
So I think Tony is thankful that he's a little bit further on his kitchen. I saw a picture of
did you?
one of his cabinets in. Oh, he sent out a text today.
I must not be special enough to receive a text from Tony.
It's a guy thing.
What? Oh, I love that.
He's redoing his kitchen.
Nice. So, that is great.
Very exciting.
What should we ask the viewers to put out there on the?
Well, first off, we have to say, what are we having to drink tonight with Heather? The usual,
the regular,
right? And me, the regular.
Mm-hmm. Mine is the drink of golf champions.
What's
your drink?
No, mine is a drink of golf champions. It all depends which golf champion you're talking about. Arnold Palmer, Tom Daly. So one's an alcohol.
We're really big into golfing tonight. This is something. This is something else. This is never heard of before.
No. So.
Yeah, so I'm back. I'm sorry I wasn't around last weekend. I had to make a call. Shirley's having... Oh, Dave is having Diet Pepsi. I don't know. What about George? What's George having? George is the name of their dog. Nothing beer while cooking dinner. Well, I think beer counts as something.
Nothing beer while cooking dinner. Oh.
Yeah.
What's for dinner? Because I really haven't had any dinner.
You had cereal.
I had cereal. That doesn't really count as dinner. If you have cereal for dinner, what does that mean? It might just mean that you're extremely lazy. Or food means
cereal.
Nothing to you.
I love cereal. I there's something in it that reminds me of like early childhood. So I think it's almost like comfort food.
What do
you think? Is cereal? What does cereal mean to you? Comfort food, being lazy.
The bigger question is, what kind of cereal?
For me?
Yeah.
Oh, Honey Nut Cheerios, hands down. Or Cheerios with maple syrup on it. And a little whipped cream. Because George wants to be with us, of course.
Leftover beef.
Bolognese.
All right, spelling. Yeah.
That sounds great.
That's better than I could have done.
Yeah.
I really feel like usually when my family would go away and they'd leave me alone to work in the studio all weekend or whatever, you know what my dinners would be?
Cereal.
Until whatever was in the fridge just ran out. I would eat whatever was there, and then it would be like cereal, and then after that it would be just chips.
Potato chips?
By day 4, all I would eat was like corn chips and salsa. That'd be all my meals of the day.
So not like potato chips.
Food is not all that important to me. I am really a obsessive workaholic. And so I forget to eat.
I think a lot of our friends are workaholics too.
Yeah,
I do.
I
think you kind of gravitate towards people that you're a lot like, and we have a lot of workaholics, even in the band, I think. And that's one thing that we're thankful for, isn't it? The band for this year. And what do you think of our year?
It was a pretty busy year. We did, 16, 17 shows this year.
Yep.
That's pretty good for an original band.
Yeah.
We traveled around the country and met lots of new people.
Yeah, I feel like we're gelling a lot this time around. You know, I think because we did a lot of home shows, plus we did a lot of, on the road shows. I think it solidified a lot of the stuff that we were working on.
Well,
a lot of the new
the home shows are what pays for the road shows.
Yeah, it's true.
We had to play locally to raise enough money so we can go on the road, since it's $500 to $700 a day depending on where we stay.
So what are you thankful for?
Just you.
You're sick. You can be thankful for something better than that.
I'm thankful for microphones.
Oh gosh, you're just like a A record.
Broken record.
A broken.
Yeah.
A broken record. Did you
No,
get something else?
there's many things to be thankful for. I'm thankful for all the people that surround our music,
Yes.
and I'm thankful for Dave and Shirley that they came out and we recorded with them, and for Luis, and for Abel, and for Christian, and for Dan,
Larry,
and for Larry.
Yeah.
We've been really, really busy and blessed in the studio.
Very much so.
I got a text tonight.
No.
Yes.
From whom?
Or actually an email from Tom Waltz out at Waltz Mastering that Dan's first single,
woo,
it came back from mastering.
So Dan Asio is someone that we've been working with in the studio, and he has about, is it 5 songs?
4. Well, we've recorded 9.
Yeah.
But only 4 are going to go on a EP.
Yeah. And so
sound familiar,
very
Dave?
First one is finished, and it's so exciting for him.
Yeah. Well, Dave knows what that's all about. It's exciting to get a song out and be able to say, "This is me."
Yeah.
This is where I'm
kind
at.
Of announce yourself.
This is where I'm at this point in time.
Right.
I think Dave's song comes out on the 5th of December.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. Yeah. That's exciting, and so we'll see what happens. And Luis, I don't know if he's even released a song yet.
Not yet. He's still working on marketing stuff.
I don't think Christian's released a song yet.
But Luis will be with us in the studio next week. I got my dates mixed up. So Luis will be with us next Monday.
Oh, okay.
So we'll get to interview him and talk a little bit about his single and songwriting. And he's a new songwriting artist. So we want to talk to him about what it's like to be new.
Would we have him play his song just live?
Have to wait and see.
Not the recording of it, because the recording was a lot of fun. There's lots of stuff in there, and our own Gary Jacklin played violin on it.
Yes, our own Gustav.
Yeah, and that was exciting. December 4th.
December 4th.
Okay.
Yeah,
I was close. So that's all exciting stuff.
Yeah. And so we send the master, just to get back to his text, we send a master to, we first listened to it, and then did you send it on to Dan already?
No.
Okay, yeah. So we're going to listen to it first and hear what it sounds like, and then.
Yeah, well, we check it out and make sure that, all right, there's no overs, everything is good. It's very rare that we ever want any changes from Tom, but so we just check it out before we send it on. That way, we make sure that, all right, we're happy with what this is.
Yeah.
Do you and typically I don't think we've ever had a master come back and somebody said, "Hey, I don't like that."
It takes your songs, and Dave and Shirley, you'll probably agree with this, that it takes your songs absolutely to the next level.
Yeah,
it's incredible.
Well, it raises the level, so now you're competitive against everybody else in the marketplace, and it's the fine tuning of just a little bit of EQ, maybe a little more high end. Maybe we'll control the low end just a little bit and get it just a little bit louder. And that's basically all that mastering does.
What's EQ? Is that emotional quotient? What is that?
Equalization.
Equalization. Okay.
Yes, different bands of equalization. You can have just lows and highs, or lows, mid highs, or you can have parametrics that could be anywhere. So anyway, it's
going a little deep.
Yeah.
But all of the stuff that Tom Waltz does is incredible.
Yeah. We've been blessed to work with him.
Yeah. So another thing we're thankful for is folks like Tom Waltz, who helps us take all these community studio community songs to the next level for us.
Yeah.
He's really great.
You guys got to name something. You got to write down something in the notes here about something you're thankful for, since we're just rattling on and on and on.
So what new gear did we have in the studio this week? Because there's always new gear. Always.
Well, this week I did get the replacement shock mount for the U67. Microphone
alert.
Yes. So 2 weeks ago or so, I got a U67. But the shock mount was kind of stripped out. It wasn't.
What is a shock mount?
A shock mount is a
Is it a holder?
Yeah, it's a holder. It's basically holding the microphone, but it wasn't holding the microphone, so it would slip out. Especially when it was upside down, it could actually fall out. That'd be a bad thing for a very expensive microphone.
Yeah.
So from Australia, they shipped me a replacement.
Mm-hmm.
It took a couple weeks to get it, but I got the replacement, and the replacement is perfect.
Does the microphone speak with an accent?
Good day. It is a good day every time I plug it in. So
I did not expect you to respond to that at all. I thought I was just going to be funny. Okay.
You are
funny. You got also what I remember. This is what I remember. This week, he also got a couple plugins.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I just spent whatever on these.
Also, we got the new version of Nuendo.
No. And how many times did that baby crash?
Dozens.
Yeah.
Every time you upgrade a studio, you don't know what you're going to get, because I literally have, hundreds and hundreds of plugins. A plugin is like a virtual thing, like a virtual equalizer, a virtual compressor. Yes. They live inside the computer.
Yeah.
They mimic what the real world things do, but I can do them all, and all the settings are saved. If I had everything on the outside, I'd have to have hundreds of rack spaces to fit all the stuff that I can do in the inside of the computer. But because of that, when you upgrade anything, now sometimes things don't want to play together nicely. And
it's like a sandbox with kindergartners.
Nothing wanted to play together. And what was it? Was it Saturday all day? I spent.
Yeah. No, is it Friday? I think Friday you were home, right? But then Saturday, before Dan came over, you were fixing. Yeah,
I finally got it to run, and so now it's stable. Everything's good. But it is a huge undertaking, and every time you do that, you get ooh.
You see, things don't often run. I mean, they run smoothly, but there are plenty of times that we've been in the studio trying to record, and Nuendo just fails, and we have to cut a session and go, this is fine, but
people are wondering,
we're going to have to come back another
what is
time.
Nuendo? Nuendo is recording software. It's a digital audio workstation. Most people have heard of Pro Tools. Pro Tools is, somewhat of the industry standard.
What does Aiden use? My son
uses Cubase.
Cubase, yeah.
Cubase and Nuendo are both made by Steinberg from Germany.
Mm-hmm.
They were like the original creator of the DAW, and they created something called VST, which virtual something technology.
We could make it up.
Yeah.
Sonic.
It could be. And that's what plugins are made out of. It's their invention. But Cubase is for composers, and Nuendo is for production. So Nuendo has a bunch of other features. Like if I was doing a feature film, Nuendo has all the extra functions to do the feature film and to put it into surround and to do all the like Atmos kind of stuff. So it's fancier and 4 times as much money. But I kind of fell into that, 20 years ago, and I've just stuck with it, and it does what I want it to do, and I'm really fast at it. So
how often do you think, how many times since we've recorded, let's just do maybe a round figure. We've been recording for 17 years. How many times have we had a crash where we had to chuck the whole night because we had a crash? I think it's very few.
Probably half a dozen, I suppose, where it totally wrecked the night. It takes you out of the thing when you're trying to get something done and everything's failing.
This is when he says, I hate technology.
Yeah.
I don't know how many of you have a love-hate relationship with technology, but it does help you. It helps us work faster, right? Than it would have been if we were working with old tape, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, but you see, lots of people complain, on forums and stuff like that about today's technology, and it was so much better way back when. Those people that say that were not there way back when. I can tell you, I was there in the 70s and 80s and working with tape decks, big reel-to-reel machines, 2-inch tape, and it was not good. It was a real pain in the butt. You always had to be cleaning the heads. The sound of what you put in wasn't what you got back.
Right.
Ever. you'd have to record brighter than what you wanted it to sound like, because when you play it back from the tape rolls off the high end.
Mm-hmm.
So even with the best of the machines, the only thing that was good about tape was it did an automatic compression. So if you were recording drums, the spikiness of a snare drum,
Yeah.
it rounds that off and makes the snare drum sound fatter. But you can do that digitally as well. There's plenty of plugins that we use to do that.
So we're thankful for Nuendo.
Yeah.
We're thankful that we have the tools that we can record, which is, I guess, it's pretty powerful.
Yeah. So a bunch of plugins.
Yep.
New Nuendo.
Mm-hmm.
I up on the top I have a new mic preamp. Was it absolutely 100% needed?
No.
No. But it was very nice to have. So everything gets upgraded just a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
So Shirley's asking a really important question.
What's that?
Who does the cooking for Thanksgiving? You first.
Me.
Oh, in my house, I do. And usually it's an Italian meal. I do not eat turkey. I don't know what's in the turkey.
Turkey's in turkey.
I think there is some kind of solution in it or something, if it's not like a fresh killed like turkey.
No, they
but they put it with solution or something. And my body does not like that, whatever that is. But you know what we're going to have this year? We're totally going out on, we're on the left field somewhere. We're like not even in left field. We're in the stand. We're going to have gourmet pizza. And okay, this was my idea because
it sounds like a Charlie Brown where they had popcorn for Thanksgiving.
I got popcorn. I got really good toast, potato chips, and we're gonna have pizza. So we're actually gonna have a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. So I'll have to post pictures of what that looks like. I'm totally going against the grain here, but we're not gonna have our whole family together.
White or dark meat?
White. What about the rest of you? White or dark meat?
Lots of people.
Stuffing or no stuffing? Because some people don't like stuffing, too.
Now, the other thing comes down to, I had some, conversation with somebody about whether you should actually stuff the turkey or not stuff the turkey. And they said that you shouldn't stuff the turkey. Who was I talking to?
Because you can't, because the inside temperature, it has to make sure that the inside temperature and the outside temperature are right. And it doesn't cook as well if you put stuffing in. But my mom always used to do it.
My mom did too.
Okay, you're very quiet out there. We want to see what dark meat or white meat, and we also want to see what you're thankful for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. So
I'm not sure that this is happening.
We do
Where
have.
are you guys?
We do have a little bit of a big piece of sad news.
Does Tony Scroop know this yet?
No.
Yeah. So I think Dave and Shirley know, but we are closing down the open mic. And we heard from Pollyanna Management. They're going to be doing a lot more things with events on Thursday. And also because Thursdays are huge football nights, and we were kind of
getting in the way of the
sports addicts. So they still would like us to do singer-songwriter nights there. If we'd like, we don't know yet what we're going to do. We're going to give ourselves a little time and figure that out. But we're closing down the open mic. We have 2 last nights. We've got November 30th, and then we have December 14th would be our very last open mic. So we're saddened by it. I'm really saddened by it. I'm now posting.
I just thought it was like going so well, but as a business, they have to decide which direction they want to go.
Absolutely. Like I totally respect that.
Usually sports places and music places are not usually the same place.
Mm-hmm.
And the more you want to get into sports, the less of interest it is to musicians and vice versa.
Yeah.
Because I know we were trying to strive for a listening room.
Yeah.
But, some people would be there. They were there for sports.
Yep.
And not typically, though. Usually we fill the room with musicians. So it'll be sad, but you don't know what's going to open up.
No.
So
no, and we're Tom and I have had discussions as to kind of where we see kind of that open mic piece going. And we've been really enjoying working with singers and songwriters. So there might be some kind of good match there, but we'll take it, take it day by day and see what happens here.
In the meantime, we'll just keep Greenhouse going.
Mm-hmm.
And I know we've got Christian in tomorrow night, and I'm still mixing a bunch of stuff for Dan.
Yep, and Avel as well. We've got stuff going on with Avel.
And Luis is next week too.
So we're really excited about what's coming up. I think next year is going to be our busiest year from a band perspective. So I'm very thankful where we are with the band. I'm thankful that the music is sounding like when we get together. I don't know if you all know what that kind of like in the zone piece is, but when you've written a song and like all of a sudden you're hearing it like even better than what you hear on the recording, it's exceptional.
Mm-hmm.
Like it gives you, there's a lift that happens, and it's been a lot of fun to be a part of that this year.
Yeah. With so many shows under our belt, it just kept getting better and better and better.
Yep. I'm also thankful for the health of my daughter's twins. That's why I was gone last week. So, Esme and Eve are gaining weight. They still need to gain more weight between now and we're hoping that she goes all the way to the 36th week. It will not be 40. That's for sure.
Is 40 the norm?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
When would 36 be?
It's going to be between like January 14th and January 24th. I've had no January babies in my family. Apparently, Rob, this is my daughter's husband, lots of January babies. Both his sisters were born in January. So it'll be an Evans baby.
Okay.
Yeah. So anyway, she's doing so much better. So for those of you who took a moment and said prayers for her, I appreciate that. And
that's really great
on
news.
on our way to, so I'm very thankful for that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And what else? What else we got? What else we got, guys? What are you thankful for? Okay, so Tony, if he's hosting, he cooks. That doesn't surprise me. And Shirley and yes, Shirley and Dave, we loved having you there. You guys should come on December 14th.
Yeah, drive
like a heck of a long way to come for our last night. And Shirley likes boneless turkey breast and stuffing. So yeah, I'm a white meat kind of person. I did have duck last night. That's kind of a thick tasting bird. I mean, I didn't mind it, but it was just different. Have you ever had duck?
I'm sure I have. But when I was young, my dad liked to give us, like a taste of all kinds of things. So, he would go to the grocery store or whatever and come home with, every meat was fixed the same way. So it was just like,
okay.
Here's a little bit of like alligator, or here's what turtle tastes
alligator?
like.
No,
no,
he didn't.
He
alligator?
I believe so, but it was just little bits of everything that we could try and go like, oh, I like that, or I don't like that. And I think by the end of it, we were all like, I'll just have another hot dog.
Yeah, we're talking liver and onions at my house, or salmon loaf. Oh no,
those are things that my mother loved.
No.
Well, not salmon loaf; she was allergic to fish, but she would fix us salmon patties, frozen salmon patties. My friend, bass player Cliff, came over to my house. He ate at my house one time, and that was the night my mom decided, I'm going to try salmon patties.
And he never came back.
He never, ever came back.
That's good. Yes, Tony is thankful that he can. He said, thankful I have the time and ability to fill my life with lots of various distractions.
Kitchen projects. That's a big distraction.
That's funny. Well, it's been a great year. We're going to still keep Monday nights in the studio on. And we're looking forward to having a lot more guests in the new year coming on and sharing with us a little bit about songwriting. Obviously, we'll have plenty of gear to talk about.
I'm finished buying.
this is a lie.
I finished.
Our friends and fans, they're used to your lies. They know when you lie now. So they have you figured out.
I'm a politician. When my lips move, I'm lying.
You are lying. But anyway, we're excited about the new year, and what it's going to bring. And this year, I was just very thankful for band, health of my family, and the time that we've had with hanging out with old friends, new friends, and being able to go around the world here. I'm going to say world because our world is U.S. right now, but going around the world, just hanging out with people that we've never met before. Yeah. Going to places that's kind of like a dream. And I think a lot of people think you have to arrive somewhere to have lived a dream. But I think we get to do it a lot.
Yeah. And how many people get to do that?
Just play the music that you've written.
We might not be hugely famous at this point in time, but we're still doing it.
Yep.
We're still in the game.
Yep.
We haven't given up or anything like that.
Yep.
And, we get to play all kinds of crazy places, and some great and some like, wow, some magic beans, where you're just like, I can't believe we just did that.
Yeah. Go get something to clean the bathroom.
Yeah. We've got Magic Bean, and we have Summerfest in Milwaukee.
I know, and everything in between.
Yeah. So 60-foot stage, 6-foot stage.
You think about how much learning, though, that we've had and just how to handle ourselves in any particular place. It's been very, very good.
It's always good to be gracious no matter where you are, no matter how bad things are. Because you never know. You can win people over and you have new friends then. In some of the craziest places we've been, we've made great friends.
Yeah. And we're thankful for all of you. So we appreciate you being with us on Monday nights. And for those of you who are listeners after the fact, we appreciate you. Please tell your friends about us, and we'll have much more titillating conversations as we move forward here. So
yeah, it'll be an exciting new year. Got a couple more weeks of this one though, so
yep.
Stay tuned. We'll see you next week for more of Monday in the Studio.
And we'll be meeting Luis Martinez. So please tap in here, and we'll look forward to seeing you then.
All right. This is Tom and Heather from Shadowfields.
Monday in the Studio.
All right. You guys have a great night.
Bye. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.